What up, guys? Alright, out in the garage working on pit bikes today. I worked all weekend, so I'm going to be swapping the tires off of the skinny MX32s. They're the Pirelli Scorpion MX32s. They're decent. I'm going to swap them onto my race bike, my EFI race bike. Because as you can see, it's got the meatiest pit crosses on it. I want to see if putting that smaller tire on there helps me corner that thing better. I'm used to that. I'm more used to that bike than any bike, so that's the bike I'm going to ride mostly. And I'm just trying to get every speed advantage I can out of it. I don't feel real good cornering on the pit crosses. That's just my backyard ruts and track. I have a lot better. I can corner this little bike a lot better than I can. I can corner the 132 bike with the smaller profile tires way better than I can with the bigger one. So we're going to swap them out. Also going to see if these bigger tires help out on the 132 bike, because it has a tendency to spin now a little bit in the corners. So I'm going to kind of, because it's got a bunch of torque, a lot more torque than my EFI bike does. So I'm not going to take the tires off the wheels since it has the same wheels front and back. I'm just going to swap the wheels and do chains and sprockets on the 132 bike while I'm at it. So let's get it. Alright, so this bike, if you remember a couple videos back, I already put chains and sprockets on it. I'm basically just going to take this entire setup, chains, sprockets, it's already cut, and just swap it over this bike. But this is a stock sprocket. I'm going to leave the stock sprocket on there with the smaller tire, and that should give me a lot more torque too coming out of the corners. So we're going to keep this sprocket on there, so I'm going to have to bust this sprocket off. Dang, sorry, yeah, camera cut off. I don't know why they sent me 36s over 38s, but we're going to put the 36s on the torquier bikes. And hopefully that it'll power out. If not, looks like I'll be buying some rear sprockets soon. I have tons of front sprockets. It seems like the ones that we had on there lasted. These aluminum sprockets did not last though, so we're going to take care of that today and be putting these smaller sidewall tires on. We're just basically swapping bikes. So interested how that's going to go. This shock on this bike's also clapped. The fenders are pretty clapped too. It definitely needs some plastics and stuff, but this is basically the bike I put people on to learn on. So killing a little bit of its torque will probably be a good thing. But yeah, as you can see, it's clapped, fender's busted. It needs some love. Once I get some projects done in this garage, we're going to fully redo both the twins, and we're going to make them true twins, like do them identical. So yeah, that's going to be that. But right now we're changing these wheels and these tires out to see if it can help old dad corner a little better. Alright, I didn't wire the helmet up yet. It's still inside, but this one, I like it. It's got a little more torque. I can wind. Second gear is a little bit shorter. I don't like that, but it is what it is because I got a lot more torque back. Come out of the corners a lot harder. I can keep it up in the power band higher, which is good for this high revving one. And this one still has gobs of torque. Even with the 36 rear 2 sprocket and the big pit crosses, second gear in the corners, you flog it, and down low it will still come out from underneath you. So it's a lot more traction. That was a perfect swap. I should have done that a long time ago. Putting the bigger tires on the more powerful bike is the move. So I might buy some of the medium pit crosses. I'm not sure, but this bike definitely needs tires. It's still rocking the stalkers, so I'm gonna have to find some tires for it. And I need to find, so that bike may get these tires right here, which I like these two, which would be fine. Those would be awesome on that bike. and I might get some more pit crosses for the 190. Not real happy with the rear shock, so I'm going to jack this rear shock off. I'm going to take this shock that's on this one off and put the one that came off my 23 on here, because this one is straight clapped and that one felt a lot better. And I'm going to take the 1-inch spacer off this one, because when you put the pit crosses on there, it just feels too tall. So I'm going to take that 1-inch spacer off. I'm going to put that shock on there, and we're going to see how much it feels. Feels a little better or not. Alright boys, back in the shop. It's actually the next day. I had a bunch of crap to go do yesterday, so we back outside now. Cool thing is, I went and picked up the other carb bike last night, so the twins are back together, and they're twinning even better now with the same tires and stuff. So the twins are twinning right now. I still need to do chains and sprockets on that one. This is the one we were working on yesterday. Did the chains and sprockets on. This one, I just got back. The clutch, something was up with the clutch inside, maybe missing a part or broken. He took care of that for me. I think he threw some jets in it. Tried to ride it last night and didn't feel like the fueling was, still didn't feel like the fueling was correct. Alright, I've tried everything I can do, and I can't get these two carbureted bikes to run to save my life. I ordered some jets from Factory Mini Bikes, so I'm going to throw some different jets in it back and forth. So yeah, we're going to wait on those jets to come in, jet those two bikes, which will be good. Today looks like the last pretty day we're going to have for a little bit, so I'll probably take those out, pressure wash them up, and stick them in the corner until all those parts get here for it. Also going to give you all a little sneak peek of my graphics. They came in the other day. I didn't do an install video on the graphics because I wanted my undivided attention on it. I want them to be perfectly straight and look good. So here's a sneak peek of the bike with the new graphics on it. They look great. Also got my 450 out of the storage unit today. Gonna be doing a little work on that bike. The next video I'm gonna do is whenever I get the jets and stuff in, we'll do another video on that. I ain't gonna do much else today on pit bikes. So yeah, I'm getting off here. Like always, appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the subscribes. Appreciate the comments. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
Going in and out recessions the same way that I be going in and out of Texas.